Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, and I'm just here to give you all the halftime report of the New Orleans Saints versus Carolina Panthers game. Um, as of right now, and I apologize, I'm looking down at my phone, but the New Orleans Saints are losing by a score of 17 to nothing. Um, I have to say this is very shocking. You know, the fact that it just seems like the New Orleans Saints have not shown up at all today, offensively, defensively. Um, Man, they just look like hot garbage out there today, man. I mean, look, we know the Saints have been going through some adversity. We know about some of the things that they had to deal with. You know, Who That Nation. It comes a time when those type of things start to catch up with you. I know the Saints live by the whole next man up type thing, but it is hard for a team to be able to go through some of this adversity and continue to find success and find ways in order for them to be successful and come out on the winning end. This is by far one of the worst halves I've seen in Saints football in quite some time. I'm trying to think back about the last time I really seen these boys play as flat and as undisciplined as they have been. It's been a while. The Carolina Panthers have done everything right. That's why I said on the prediction show. I know people were talking about the Carolina Panthers offensive line. They were talking about the offensive line isn't that good. That's why I used that example of last year when the Saints played the Raiders, and everybody was talking about how the Raiders don't have a good offensive line, and they got 4 different offensive linemen and stuff like that. And I was like, man, you can't put it past anybody because these are very prideful guys that are out here playing. I look. It's still a second half of football, but if any indication, what I seen in the first half, it don't seem like we're gonna see much in the second half. The Saints have not found any type of rhythm offensively. These wide receivers of the New Orleans Saints cannot get any type of separation at all. I guess that's the reason why, a lot of those guys, were undrafted free agents. They're still trying to learn. They're still trying to figure some things out. And, there's nobody out there that's really making any type of plays. Jameis is running for his life. The offensive line of the Saints is supposed to be one of the best in football. They're looking like one of the worst. Cesar Ruiz, I don't know what's going on with that. He played better last week when he came in as a backup than he did with a full week of preparation. I really just don't understand that. I thought Zach Bond would have turned the corner, became much better as a linebacker, but he's looking like Stephon Anthony out there. He's looking like a guy who can't play in coverage. And we all know if you can't play in coverage as a linebacker, you're probably not going to be in the NFL for long, or you're probably going to be playing on special teams because that's what Zach Bond is looking like. It got so bad that they put in Andrew Dowell to replace him. When they're replacing you with a special team linebacker, tells you everything that you need to know. The Carolina Panthers, Sam Darnold has way too much time in the pocket. I think he's over 200 yards passing. They're just taking advantage of the middle of the field. Dan Arnold out there looking like Jay Novacek or Travis Kelce or George Kittle or one of these other hot tight ends out there. They just look bad, man. They just look bad. People talk about, they what's going on with this, what's going on with that. No, man. Look, this is a bad outing by the New Orleans Saints. We're always trying to find reasons. We always trying to blame people. We always saying, oh, one week we praising somebody, the next week, you know what I'm saying, if they're not doing what we want them to do, then all of a sudden they don't need to play. We need to bench them. Look, this is just a bad outing. And as far as Paulson Adebo, people are picking on him. I said this before. Like, the dude is a rookie. He's going to have some bad games. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's going to have some really good games. This is just a bad game, man, altogether. Jameis Winston, I don't know what in the hell he was thinking with that pass. Trying to do a little bit too much, trying to be a hero, trying to throw the ball down the field. Like, dude, man, you got Rojas out there, man. That man can hit the ball from 60. And even if he can't, man, you have him try it out there and try to make a 58 or 59-yard field goal. This right here is just down bad, man. This is just awful right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nobody cares about the things that you're going through. Nobody cares that you're dealing with a hurricane and being displaced and living here and living there and coaches being out. Nobody cares. In the second half, what the Saints need to do, they need to go out here and get this drive. They look, since they getting the ball back at the start of the second half, they need to get some points, right? They need to get some points, and they need to get a stop in order to get the ball back. They need to give Jameis Winston a little bit more time in the pocket where he can read between his progressions. The wide receivers need to win these matchups. But the Saints, like it's hard to say what the offense honestly really needs to do because the defense is on the field so long because the offense is getting these 3 and outs. I mean, it's bad. It is absolutely bad right now, man. But I do know this. They're not going to get back in the game with passes like Jameis Winston threw. I mean, it's just the truth. You're not going to get back into the game with throwing passes like that, falling backwards, throwing, you know what I'm saying, trying to throw the ball, you know what I'm saying, towards the end zone. You ain't winning like that. Look, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, you cannot go out there and try to win a game on one drive. That just ain't going to happen. You need to go out there and try to sustain some of these drives. You need to try to get some points on the board, try to, get some stops defensively, and try to crawl your way back into the game. In my opinion, the game isn't over till it hits all zeros. But I mean, the fact that this game is 17-0 right now. I don't know. I started the halftime show a little bit early. I seen there was a personal foul penalty on Zach Barnes, so I don't know what that led to. But all I know is this, man. It's you're not going to win no football games trying to be desperate the way that was on that last drive. But I'm not blaming anybody. You know what I'm saying? This is just a stinker. Like, man, this is one of them take your pick type games. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Secondary getting beat. Linebackers getting beat. Offensive line getting beat. Quarterback not playing up to snuff. The offensive line, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that is going on. It's not one particular thing that I've seen in this game where I could be like, this is the reason why they're losing. No. It's everybody. It is everything. Everything about this team from the rooter to the tutor is what's going on. For the exception of Deontay Harris on special teams, that's like the only spark the Saints have. Him flipping field position. I'll read a few comments and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Let's see. They was about to grab him, but Carolina traded to get him. I guess they're talking about Terrence Marshall here, if I'm mistaken. Adebo is getting killed. It happens. Like I said, dude is a rookie. You know what I'm saying? A dude is a rookie, and he's going to have some down games. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect this dude to be a lockdown, shutdown corner. You know what I'm saying? 2 games into his professional career. So I'm not going to beat up on that dude. You know, I mean, he's young and he's going to make those mistakes, and I think he's going to learn from them and become better. But this has a lot to do with the depth. You know what I'm saying? The rotation. A lot of these guys that are playing in the secondary, from Bradley Roby to Desmond Trufant to Paulson Adebo, these guys are new. You got on the back end, you know what I'm saying? You got Marcus Williams, but man, Marcus Williams not really known for playing with these guys, you know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of guys that out there in the secondary, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of being put together here. So we got to take that into account. And I'm not going to beat up on Paulson Adebo because the kid is young and he's learning. And he's also going up against DJ Moore, who is not a bad wide receiver, contrary to popular belief. Bro thinks he Patrick Mahomes. I don't know what he think he was on that play. You know, I understand what you're trying to do. I understand you're trying to get the ball down the field. But, dude, like, you got to live to fight another play. That's what you got to do. Rather you eat that sack, throw that ball out of bounds, let them trot on Rosas, you know what I mean, Rosas, you know what I'm saying, in order for them try to kick a field goal, try to get points. But throwing passes like that ain't cutting it, man. That's why people have been talking about him, you know, over the years, talking about, you know, him with these crazy turnovers. You know, that's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? And it's just giving these people justification. And you know they ready to talk about him. I mean, you heard after he threw that interception. You know, people in Tampa were wondering when was the real Jameis Winston going to show up, like stuff like that. So they ready to talk about him. You already know, man. You already know they want to talk about this dude badly. So, and you know that they trying to, you know what I'm saying, do everything to try to, you know what I'm saying, try to throw salt on your name. So why would you go ahead and give them ammunition? That was a bad pass, man. That was bad. That made no sense whatsoever. Ball wasn't going to get there. Wasn't trying to get there. They had 3 defenders in the vicinity. Deontay Harris, like, way in the back. Like, man. I get it. You respect your arm and all that kind of stuff, but that ain't cutting it. That you ain't winning nothing like that. I just didn't like the pass. He should have just taken the sack, and that's all I'm saying right now. Who that? Yeah, he just took the sack. Like I don't get hero ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that whole hero ball stuff. That's what I don't get. I don't get hero ball. Like hero ball gets you beat. Hero ball causes turnovers. Hero ball gets a fumble. Hero ball, you know what I'm saying, puts you in a tougher position than when you actually start with. You got to live to fight another play. You got to live to fight another play, man. That wasn't it. That was not it. But like I said, it's not just Jameis, man. It's not like I hate to say it, but if I'm picking, he'll be the least of what I seen. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no time to throw the ball. He ain't got no time to throw the football. They're only beating us because we hurt right now. I'm not making no excuses. Carolina look good right now. They look like a really good, well put together team. I'm not gonna knock them. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's because of this. Nah, bro. No excuses, man. No excuses. Like we had adversity that we was dealing with as a fan base and as a team last week from not playing in the Superdome and playing in Jacksonville. And we went out there and that was our rallying cry. Oh, we won 38-3. Well, you know what I'm saying? We can't like pick and choose it because what would have happened if Green Bay would have beat the Saints? Then we were like, oh man, it was displaced. Man, they ain't have nowhere to go. Nah, man, I'm not gonna throw salt on Carolina. Like we may not like the team that we going up against, but these dudes have our number. They're calling plays really well. Joe Brady is doing a really good job. The defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers is doing a good job putting pressure on Jameis Winston. You may not like it. You may not want to accept it, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse because we didn't use it as an excuse last week about some of the hardships the Saints were dealing with. We cannot do that this week when we losing and we down by 17 points. I'm not doing it, man. They have a really good game plan right now, and it's up to the New Orleans Saints to try to find ways to get back into it. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to say I can't do that, man. That's sore loser talk right there. That's sore loser talk. Because if the Saints would have came out here and they were up 17-0, we would have been like, man, they got 6 coaches out. Man, they ain't got their starters and they still winning. That's what we would have said. So, no, I can't accept that. Won't accept that. Will not do that. It just they just whooping our tail right now. Facts. Let's see. JLJ says now we're down 17 to a bagel. Let's see. Jules says the second half is getting ready to come on. I'll catch you later. Yeah, man, we're about to get ready for the second half. What I expect from the Saints in the second half, I expect for them to sustain drives. I expect for the defense to try to get some stops, in order for the Saints to get the ball back. I hope the Saints can score on this opening drive that'll actually open the game up. Let's get the defense to get the ball back to them. And hopefully, they'll be able to put some little balance in there. I expect the wide receivers to get, try to get some separation and, man, just call some blitzes, man. They got to get pressure on Sam Darnold if they're going to win this game. This dude is way too comfortable in the pocket, and their offensive line is not good enough for us to be sitting up here talking about how much time Sam Darnold has. But that's what I'm expecting. I'll see you all at the end of the game. Win, lose, or draw. We'll be breaking down this Carolina Panthers New Orleans Saints game. Hopefully the Saints will give us something to talk about that's a positive, because right now in the first half, it's been all negative. You all take it easy. Enjoy the second half. And all I got to say is, who that?